It's funny watching history repeat itself, isn't it? The people running in the direction of Mitt Romney and the people that are still running, believe it or not, after all these years, in the direction of Barack Obama. It's sad to see, but please don't be surprised. I think you need to find whatever you're looking for. You need to find that puzzle piece. If there's a part of you that's surprised that people are running in one of these directions, and it's even more serious, if you think that you're aware of the New World Order, and you think you're aware of a criminal elite or a 1% or, say, 9/11 truth, and you feel that for whatever reason, you have to run to one of these fools for help, that this means something, that we're still voting here, you need to seek some kind of help. And there are people out there that I respect, and I don't mean that to be insulting. I mean help, assistance, additional information about what's going on. It's not meant to be insulting, but I gotta say it as it is. And I gotta say it, I gotta express it how I see it. There's a lot of people out there that need to learn a little bit more about the system. And we shouldn't be surprised and get involved emotionally and in response to behavior we see from other people. But we should take this as an opportunity to expand our understanding of the human plight, the human condition. Can it be denied that there's something that seems to be a part of our humanity, if you will, or our wiring, our programming, perhaps on a physical level, where we just run full speed to other individuals or other ideas and we go, save us, Messiah, and we just fall apart when things don't work out as we would like them to work out, only to pick ourselves back up again by our bootstraps and just do it again. There are questions that are being raised about Gary Johnson's former campaign manager when he was running for governor of New Mexico. It said that his campaign manager is a member of the Council on Foreign Relations. Now, why can't we just get somebody, a people's champion, if you will, that's not a part of the paradigm, that doesn't have people around him that are connected to the establishment? We saw this with Ted Cruz. We look at Jesse Benton, how he's no longer the campaign manager for Ron Paul. There is no campaign. And now he's going in the direction of a neocon. How surprising. He's all for the Iraq War and for NSA wiretapping and good friends with George W. Bush Jr. It's about the human condition. You got to go beyond these people, these fools. Life is not about turning our power over to these particular higher powers of our understanding. They're not higher powers. And we need to expand our understanding as to what is a true higher power. And it's not these people. Now, I don't mean to call them all fools, but some of them are. Some are useful tools. But don't be a fool yourself and keep buying into this bullshit, investing yourself emotionally in these empty runs for office that just steal people's energy. That's all I've said for a year about the Ron Paul movement. Don't put all your ducks in one basket. Do not do that. No better than that. Don't get emotionally involved in the outcome because it's obvious that elections are rigged. Well, why are these new concepts? These are not new concepts. The answers to what you're looking for are not as easy as you would like them to be at times. I mean, what do you think this is? Burger King, your way, right away? You're just going to find an instantaneous solution to all of these worldly problems and the human condition itself? Well, hell, unless you can start violating people's free will and start expecting other people, controlling other people to be more compassionate, to force them to be more loving, you're not going to be able to change the world. You're not going to be able to save the world. You can only affect yourself and maybe things around you. But it's not your place to change the whole world, nor my place. So why do we think that by electing a particular person into office, that's still playing this game of centralized rule and hierarchy, that we're going to be able to reverse all the damage that's been done, that they're going to have that kind of a power? Even the things Ron Paul would have liked to have seen done. He can't change some of those things. Some of those things are happening. We know this beyond the level of what a president can see, because the presidents are not running this country and the people are not voting the presidents into office. We have to move beyond expectations and even saying what I just want to say at that moment. When will people wake up? Because we feel that question burning in our hearts. When will people wake up? It's part of the human condition for people to be led by other people. This alpha-male dichotomy. Even people that wanted Ron Paul for president, many of them were not even deeply steeped in the hardcore issues, but just wanted Daddy Ron Paul to save them. And I've actually even heard people saying now that Ron Paul is not the nomination, does not have the nomination from the Republicans, they have to go in the direction of Barack Obama. I mean, into one paradigm and into another, and back to another, and back and forth. It continues to flow. Do not be surprised at why you see this behavior from other humans. We've got to move away from this. Doesn't mean we have to have full-on anarchy and blood running through the streets. But you know what? You know the truth is that many of us can exist and can survive and thrive without the oppression and parasitic presence of the state structure. It can exist. First, it has to exist in your mind. You have to believe it's possible before you can even go down that route. And we have a lot of people that believe this is the only system that works. What is working about this system? Tell me what is working about this system. Rigged election after rigged election, staged managed collapse of this economy, staged events that lead our country and other countries into war, that establishes this global police state that both the Democrats and Republicans are holding up with both hands. What is working about that system? When you say this is the only system we have, maybe it's time for another system other than what we've been doing. It's all a fraud. And it is a part of the human condition to follow leaders, misleaders, be they religious, political, or scientific, or others that I have not mentioned. It's like in our wiring, the insane process of doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. We have to expand our understanding of this whole system, of this human experience, and ask the larger questions as to why we're actually in this situation. I'm amazed at times myself, but yet I have to come back down to reality and accept the human condition. There is acceptance that has to take place here, that some people are just going to be misled. Some people like to be misled. It gets them off. Don't ask me to explain to you how it gets them off, but there's like these pleasure buttons that fire off inside their minds. Their neurons are firing. There's euphoria pumping through their brains because they have submitted one more time to the phallic image, to the obelisk, to the tower, to the false god. Some humans seem to get pleasure off of maintaining their state of ignorance as bliss worldview. But yet it is still surprising and amazing and baffling and fascinating how there is a system of oppression that exists where they can keep people in these two different paradigms. Only in two paradigms. We're not even working with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, although that would be interesting. But we've got these two. We've got Obama, we've got Romney. We've got Obama, we've got Romney. We've got Obama, we've got Romney. And you understand, if you're watching this video, how corrupt they both are and how they're both for NDAA and for banker bailouts and for expanding the war and expanding the drones and expanding the domestic police state and destroying this country and really covertly and sometimes overtly helping China and helping Russia while they pretend that we're different countries. They're all part of the same cabal, and they're all taking orders from people you never hear about. Forget the Bilderberg Group. It goes far higher than that. And yet we see these people that are cheering these fake liberals and fake conservatives, the fake left and the fake right, and can it be denied that there is some sort of a advanced system that's taking place, a system being run by entities that understand how to control human beings, that how to keep them into two different camps, be they physical camps or political camps. And that's what we should be looking at. Not getting angry at these people and wasting wasting our time and energy emotionally on those that don't have the ears to hear and eyes to see. They are gone. They are out to lunch somewhere, and they have maintained their loyalty to an aspect, to a wing of the same system, albeit two wings of the same system, the same vulture. We have to ask the larger questions. We need to seek, got a kitty cat here, the larger questions as to what's going on, and not be okay with simplistic answers. Oh, it's the Democrats. Oh, it's the Republicans. Well, how come nothing changes? Every time that you can go, we bring in a new president. Uh, the slave mind. It must be something that we have to evolve beyond the slave mind. And if there's a part of us, if there's a part of you that thinks that you have to pick between these demons, otherwise you're not being a good American, then you need to do some personal work. You need help, and I don't mean that to be insulting. You need to find some spiritual help. You need to read some books, expand your knowledge of the system we're under. But the most powerful thing you can do to change the world is change yourself. And if somehow you're voting for one of these groups, Obama or Romney, that you think you're a part of the problem. You're a part of the genocide. You're a part of the economic decline staged by design, because you think you have to go along with it. And you don't have to go along with it, and you're not even deciding anything whatsoever. They've already decided who's going to be the president. But by even voting in this election, by either Obama or Romney, you're saying, I'm okay with two choices. I'm okay with two parties, even though we all know it's the same thing. I'm okay with the way they've set this up, and I'm co-signing their bullshit. Okay, I'm not upset with it. I'm not gonna. And so that's the whole fallacy or irony of anyone. The irony of anyone in Occupy that would vote for Barack Obama or would vote for Mitt Romney is that they're saying, we're okay with the 1% writing the name, but we're going to sit around and protest them. While some will call it a conspiracy theory to say there's a 0.00001% that controls them both. Oh no, we can't go that far. The good news is, I have seen more people in the so-called Occupy movement that have gone that far. In the last year. Some of the people that are more serious about exposing the fake left-right paradigm are still a part of some of the Occupy protests now. They're the ones that have gone the mile. They're the ones that have gone the distance, that are still around, that aren't. This isn't just a holiday for them. This isn't just some sort of a school break party for them where they come and protest their student loans. Occupy is something that really does encompass a lot of different people. And it's not all people calling for socialists. And there's a lot more Ron Paul people that have joined the Occupy movement. And I think that we do need to see more people bridge the gap and be able to listen to each other and hear the issues on the other side, and through healthy dialogue, without getting trapped into these arguments or going below the belt, which we see politicians do at times in the media, but it's all controlled just to keep us fighting. When we can go beyond the fighting energy and get to the truth, that's when we're powerful. That's when we can see clearly. That's when we're moving forward. And don't ever forget that. Don't let the media, don't let every other talk show hosts or other people's stuff affect your stuff and your understanding of what's going on. Know what you believe, but why you came to your own particular beliefs. So keep your thoughts clean, purify your mind, preserve your body, expand your spirit, and work yourself out of the fake left-right paradigm. If somehow, some way, you're still stuck in it, try to help others that are stuck inside the fake left-right paradigm. But unless they're willing to do the deeper work and look deeper into themselves as to why they believe such bullshit, you're not going to be able to help them. First, you must help yourself, though, before you can help others. And there's no one out there that's stuck in this two-party left-right paradigm that's really in a position of being able to help others, unfortunately, at this time, because they're still seeking intervention, solutions from the state, the same parties they subscribe to, that is expanding these wars. They need to look into their own heart and expand their love for all of humanity, become more compassionate, because no one who's compassionate would accept this bullshit coming from Romney and Obama. Thank you for watching.